All right, guys, when it comes to what's going on in politics today, we're going to hear from the White House's Jen Psaki in regards to why are we receiving a mixed message when it comes to the economy. They're saying one thing, but we're seeing something completely different. Also, since today is Black Friday, we're going to give you guys an update on the direction that the economy is going regarding this day, in regards to what people are buying and not buying. We're going to talk about all that here on Mostly Money. Well, my name is Andre. You're watching Mostly Money, where you're going to get all facts, no fake, no phony, and no fluffed up information when it comes to what's going on in politics today. And if you're interested in always getting the truth on a daily basis, well, you've made it to the right channel. All you need to do for yourself now is subscribe. Click that bell notification so you can get the latest and greatest information coming from Mostly Money, because we're going to always be here for you and your loved ones. Let's get started. Yes, Jen Psaki gave a press conference once again, as she does daily, in regards to what's going on with the economy and the true direction in which we're heading. We're hearing one thing from them, but yet the economy is going in a completely different direction with this inflation. So when it comes to what the White House is saying, we may have to take it with a grain of salt.
President Biden, you, other members of the administration have repeatedly told Americans that wages are up, unemployment is down, the shelves are being stocked, and that the administration is working to address rising prices, including in a speech that the president gave today. So why does the White House think that its messaging isn't convincing many Americans that the economy is getting better?
Well, I've spoken about this a little bit in the past, but I would say that, one, we're still in the middle of fighting a global pandemic, and people are sick and tired of that. We are too. And it impacts how people are living their lives, their fear about sending their kids out the door, about going to work. It's impacting. The economy is just turning back on again, and we're seeing the impacts of that, whether it relates to the ability, the unsticking the bottlenecks in the supply chain, or it relates to the rise in gas prices. The important thing for the American people to know and understand is that the president has a plan to address these issues, whether it's the action he took today to take one of the steps, in his view, we can take to lower the price of gas, or the steps he's taken, anti-competition, the steps he's taken to address meat conglomerates who are making record profits and rising the price of meat out there, or whether it's the Build Back Better agenda that will help lower costs for working people.
So what they're trying to say is not as bad as it seems. Just because a few people have gotten jobs, low-paying jobs, mind you, and it looks like many of us are now starting to have money to put to the side. And the only reason for that is because there's not enough supplies of anything in the country for people to purchase. So basically our money is on hold. It's not the fact that people are saving. It's just the fact that the basic needs that we have in the country are not being met because the supplies aren't here, or being stocked in our stores, in other words. Also, if we're not buying supplies, we're paying extra for the gasoline in which we're receiving. So it's not necessarily that our money is being saved that way. So when the Biden administration says that we are on an uphill climb, the only thing that seems to be climbing upward is inflation and the ever-rising costs of products. And speaking of costs and products, today is Black Friday. Therefore, it should mean this whole weekend, including Cyber Monday that's coming up, we should be receiving some great deals. However, the only deals are on things that we don't even want to buy. And the things that we do want to get, well, I'll let them tell you.
Here with more on what that supply chain crunch means for businesses and your wallet this holiday shopping season is CNBC senior retail reporter Courtney Reagan. Courtney, good morning. It's nice to see you following the Thanksgiving holiday. So leftovers, we'll save those. We've got some shopping to do here now. So you got supply chain issues. You got the shipping delays, you have inflation. Are we expecting this to be a quick start to the shopping rush?
Yeah, it's good to see you. Good morning, Peter. Yeah, you know what? I actually think shoppers are really reinvigorated this year. After last year's sort of strange year all the way around, including the holiday season, you're seeing a lot of excitement for shoppers wanting to get back to the stores. 108 million Americans are expected to shop today, 64% of them in store. And we know a lot of online shopping has already happened, not just yesterday on Thanksgiving, but actually in the days and weeks leading up to it. 7 out of 10 shoppers started their holiday shopping before Halloween, largely because they've been worried about availability because of what's going on in the supply chain and everything that we've been talking about. And as a result, more than 60% of them have already seen stock out or out of stock messages on some of those key items.
Well, Courtney, you take me to my next question, which is the supply chain. I think the issues there are giving a lot of people concern this holiday season. So are people going to get the gifts that they want? Are they going to be on the shelves?
You know, I think the concern is merited, but what I would say is that the largest retailers are going to be the ones that are best equipped to handle this. Walmart, Target, Costco, Home Depot. They're big enough that they were able to charter their own ships to really take control of the timing of that inventory. They all reported their earnings. They say they're ready to go. They've got inventory planned. And remember, these Black Friday doorbusters are almost always in short supply. That's sort of all part of it. But you do want to make sure to have a plan when you go to the store, know what you're looking for, and know what price you should expect to pay as well.
So talk about those deals. That's what everybody's looking for, the best way to get those deals. And should we expect things to be a bit more expensive this go around?
Yeah, so the name of the game is discounts, deals. That's what Black Friday and this big sort of cyber weekend stretch is all about. You will expect deals, but they will likely be a little bit less deep than what we've seen in years past. So for a range, analysts are thinking deals would be somewhere between 5% and 25% off, as opposed to maybe 10% to 30% off like we've seen in years past. Of course, that's an average. It's going to vary wildly. And part of that has to do because retailers are paying more for their employees in store. They're paying more to get those goods to you. And of course, in general, inflation is higher by about 6% on average. But really, you're going to pay the most for consumable items, things at the grocery store, any energy prices. So when you go to the gas station, your heating bills for your home, anything you buy at the auto dealership, used or new cars, that's where it's most expensive.
Our shopping lists are ready. Courtney, always great to see you. Thanks so much.
Good to see you both.
Just like always, there's always a catch-22 when it comes to the economy when things are going bad. As she mentioned, you can purchase products, but the deals that you want to get on electronics and other things that you really want to get a hold of because of the supplies are not there, or the products are not being stocked in the shelves, looks like the only things that are going to really be on sale are all the things that you really don't want to get. Maybe children's toys may be on sale, and maybe a couple of clothing items. But other than that, the really expensive things that you normally could get a great deal on, such as your televisions, such as your other electronics, well, those deals may not happen this year compared to past years. In our next video, we're going to be talking about online job opportunities, as well as a lot of states are giving out stimulus monies. Yeah, because they realize they must give away all the stimulus money by the end of December, or they lose it and have to give it back to the federal government. Well, we're going to give you some details in regards to that in the next video later on today. My name is Andrea Mosley Money. I'm here to give you all facts, no fake, no phony, and no fluffed up information when it comes to what is going on in politics today. And if you're interested in getting the truth on a daily basis, well, you've made it to the right channel. All you need to do for yourself is subscribe. Click that bell notification so you get the latest and greatest information coming from Mostly Money, because we're going to always be there for you and your loved ones. I'll see you guys in the comments section. And if I don't get a chance to speak to you and you don't get a chance to speak to me, we're not going to fret about it, because I'll be speaking to you again, not only later today, but mañana.